Unless it's a support Naga Siren, but that's going back into the past. It was a very, very long time ago that support Naga was viable. Maybe it is now. Never know. There's quite a lot of thinking for this fourth pick. Chicken Fighters, what's the game plan here? What are we thinking about?
Radiant team pick.
Oh, Razor will pop out. I love it. Up against the Monkey King. Of course, Static Link does work extremely well. Very hard for the Monkey King to stand there and fight once the Razor does get the link off. Of course, the lanes are looking pretty split between these two. Like, it's hard to know who wins out most of the lanes in this game so far. Because you got the Monkey King who should win the safe lane, but then you've got this Razor who also just wins the lane. But I believe it will be a safe lane Razor anyway. Maybe even a mid Razor. Bait, not much time.
Dire team ban.
Okay, Pangolier it is. More good wave clear, a very disruptive hero and offers a lot of team fight with that Rolling Thunder. Both teams now with a combined total of 12 seconds reserve time between them. For these final bans and picks.
Radiant team ban.
There's the Mars. It made it all the way to the last ban phase.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team picked.
TA will be the final ban out for Bait. They are still lacking a mid core, unless it's going to be a Pango mid, but I doubt that. Could be a Puck mid, but it doesn't look like that either. This last pick will reveal what's going on with Bait's draft.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Oh, Elder Titan. So it should be a support Elder Titan in that case. Mid Puck. Offlane Pango. Is that what we're seeing? There could be a core Elder Titan as well, but that's quite doubtful. I have to wait for them to pick up their heroes so we can really tell what's going on. Chicken Fighters though, one more pick and we get to start what's to be a very exciting game 1.
5 seconds remaining.
Uh-oh, there's the Deucer coming out. So we got 2 Snake Ladies here. 2 Water Ladies, I should say. And Chicken Fighters. There isn't really a counter towards that Deucer on the side of Bait. They don't have any really reliable way of getting through that mana shield. So I love the pick from Chicken Fighters. It is going to be a mid Puck being played by Dendi. Of course, safe lane Monkey and Ghostic will be on the off lane Pango. So support Elder Titan and LeBron on the Grimstroke. Milan will indeed be on the Naga Siren. So that is a support Naga we're seeing. Charlie's on the safe lane Razor, Supreme on the mid Deucer, and Saberlight on the off lane Centaur. Alright, well that's pretty fun. It's been a while since I've seen support Naga Siren, but I look forward to it. I guess it still offers you everything you really need to run these huge team fight combinations you want anyway. Unless Ghostic goes for a Diffusal Pango. And even PO could go for a Diffusal Blade on the Monkey King. I guess in that case you do have a great way of getting through the mana. I think Ghostic probably will go down that route. Like maybe he picks up a Javelin into Maelstrom first. But I would not blame him at all for going a Diffusal Blade straight after. That's a lot of wins and losses, my god. Alright, we get into it. Game 1 of this BO3 between Bait and Chicken Fighters set to begin.
Prepare for battle.
Oh, that is too good.
And they smoke up immediately on the side of Bait. Just gonna head straight down to that bot lane. Look to set up for a first blood early on and get a bit of a surprise kill. Milan already going to start sending out illusions. There's an Ink Sword going on. They're making the chase. Swashbuckle Milan. He doesn't actually get stunned. Ghostic, he mistimed it. They tried. They will not get away with the first blood attempt. It's not exactly the easiest Ink Sword to land anyway. Let's return back to their respective lanes. LeBron may go for a steal on that bounty, though no.
You die.
Gonna go for the river bounty
Your
instead.
failure lives on.
And he will manage to grab it. There should be a 3-for-1 trade, unless I just saw a deny on the bounty? Yeah, I think the Nagasaran Illusions, they denied the other bounty off for the Radiant side, so it ends up being a 2-to-1. Braun getting harassed out by Milan, though Ingswell is going to connect. Milan doesn't really mind. He is a support Naga after all. He'll just keep chasing down this Grimstroke. I believe that he does have an Orb of Venom up to be even more frustrating towards his support Grimstroke. They're actually going to put Ghostic in the safe lane for the Dire side. So they're putting the Monkey King up top. Intpio is going to be laning up against the Centaur, which I think is the preferred matchup anyway for the Monkey King. You'd rather that than the Razor. That would be hellish for this Monkey. Of course, mid we do have Supreme and Dendi up against each other 1v1. Dendi already being fairly aggressive on the puck, doing a pretty darn good job as well in terms of CS. 4-1 at the moment in comparison to the 4-0 of Supreme. And I guess this is the best time to be aggressive. He may find a courier, but he's got to be careful not to lose his own life. Dendi will Fairy Fire up. There is a Mystic Snake available on Supreme. Salve is already there from the puck. Yeah, actually looks like he had a little bit of a rough start. He's currently sitting at 4-1 in terms of CS. Supreme, Dendi just trading farm. No real kill potential between the two. Unless they get another support rotation, but nothing coming as of yet. It's a bit too early. Medusa is falling low mid. Looks like she's gonna survive. Bot lane, Charlie also fell pretty low. Top lane, Saberlight. They get the Jingu Mastery off on Pio. He does get it, but he already committed that Boundless Strike. Just gonna use the Jingu Mastery to keep farming up. As Dendy's really making sure Supreme stays low in this lane and does pop another salve on the puck. Supreme, did he bring something out? He does pop a Fairy Fire. A little bit afraid that Dendy may jump. Doesn't though, he was quite low on mana. Ghostic's having a great old time on the Pango right now as well. 18 last hits. Thought it'd be a little bit harder up against the Razor, but it seems as though he just swashbuckles away every time the static link comes out. He's always just able to escape as King R now. A lot of damage thanks to that Astral Spirit, but now he gets hoof stomped up. He continues moving forward with the Boundless Strike. Seneko does Fairy Fire up, and King R is going to be the first blood. Seneko gets it. Now Pio going to try and run away. Saberlight, looks like he doesn't have a stun, but it doesn't matter. Seneko finds a double on the Disruptor.
Radiant's courier has been
Just
killed.
great plays coming out from Chicken Fighters. Bot lane, the Razor falling really low. Also, Ghosty going to chase him down. LeBron actually goes down to the tower damage.
Illusion.
Now the Pango manages to salve up Ghosty. He'll be able to swashbuckle out anyway. Very close call there for Charlie, but that's going to be 3-0 for Chicken Fighters. Bait, Seneko falling low. Saberlight does save the day. It just seems like Bait has been trying to get very, very aggressive, but it hasn't worked out so far. Seneko will deny himself off to the neutrals. This will allow Pio to at least have a bit more of a free lane until he comes back. The bottom lane, looks like there may be some action. It's a bit of a fight over the boundary runes, I'm sure. Andy again, just straight aggression onto Supreme, not letting this man feel comfortable at all in the mid lane. Supreme will just turn around with the mana shield and just give it back. Already Supreme has the 3 Wraith Bands up, so he does hit a lot harder. Ghostic is very low on HP on the Pango. No clue what's going on there, but he will salve up. Does have his Javelin up now, so it's a huge power spike for this Pangolier. So much bonus damage. Just the fact that it works with Swashbuckle as well makes this bottom lane a lot harder for Chicken Fighters. I'm really curious if Ghostic is going to go for a Diffusal build on this Pango. If it's even necessary. Seems like it probably would be the way to go. It really depends on how big Supreme can get and how fast. And even with Supreme, like, do we see that mantra into Divine Rush that we've been seeing from so many Medusas recently? Pio, top lane, Hoof Stomp connects, he does go down. King R, going to be able to get Seneko as a trade. But now, Saberlight going to chase him down with Retaliate. Salves up, will give up on the chase. Astral Spirit, though, will cancel the salve. King R. They have glimpsed Seneko. Looks like he's trying to get in range for it. He doesn't quite get there. King R does manage to walk out of range. Ghostic still farming so well on the Pangolier. They have a very quick Maelstrom on this Pango, and that's going to be pretty detrimental to Chicken Fighters, I feel, because it's just so much damage that comes out. Sableye looks like he's just going to take a couple stacks he's made for himself. So PO is going to come around. Sableye, this could be huge as he does go for a hoof stomp. Balance Strike wasn't quite there in time, but PO will actually steal the creeps as well as get the Balance Strike off of the Centaur. Now they do find him. Ghostic does rotate down. They glimpse him away anyway, but he already got the kill. He's not going to mind too much. He'll just get back to farming the safe lane now. That was actually probably the best way they could have gone about that gank. Even the glimpse coming in from the enemy just helps. Supreme now just going to keep farming up on this Doocer. This is basically the life of a Doocer, just hitting creeps the whole game. And sometimes you will press Stone Gaze. It's always the fun part. Dream Call though, Dendi is making a chase and does find him. Great play from the puck. Well, bot lane, LeBron getting stand clicked up. They do get ensnare off on the Grimstroke. LeBron has no way to survive this though. Ghostic, he's going to Rolling Thunder. He wants to get this trade on the Razor. Charlie going to try and juke out one hit though. Dendi is here to clean him up. Now Bait starting to feel the momentum. Are making plays as they find 2 cores in the span of 10 seconds. They found King R though on that Elder Titan, but Dendi is going to be there again to ensure they can't go any further. And this is the objective, right? Up against the Medusa, you just want to make sure she can't farm. If you can keep picking her off like that, it's going to be a very, very hard game for Supreme.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Excellent.
See how much further Bait can push this. So they're going to know pretty much exactly where this Doocer is as Dendi. Does he get the double damage? He does.
A lucky find.
And with that double damage, you'll probably look to make more plays across the map. Maybe even just go for that tier 1 mid tower. Ghostic smoked up with King R. They're going to find Milan. Just a support Naga, but it's still a kill. It's going to be a very easy one as Milan really has no way out of this. They're just going to chase him down. Dendi, he'll be the one to pick up the kill and does get a killing spree now. Dream Call on the Doocer once again. Rolling Thunder, Ghostic with the Inkswell just going through the Doocer Supreme. She's completely out of mana. There will be a Stampede coming out. They're trying to go after Dendi, but he jukes out the Hoof Stomp. Can he orb out of there in time? He can. Just perfect plays from Bait. Dancing around the side of Chicken Fighters. And while all this has been happening, PO65, he's just been free farming the top lane. Milan will be there to try and defend that tier 1. But that's going to make it a 5-5, and the net worth lead does start to swing the Radiant side's way.
You should have known better.
Milan. This looks like he's looking to set up here on PO. Needs a bit of help as Saberlight will come in now with Seneko. Song is there on PO. I can hear it in the background. It looks like the Razor has also joined in. King R should lose his life, but he's still managing to run away. But they get him with the Thunder Strike, and now PO, he was in danger, but now not so much as Ghostic has joined in with the Rolling Thunder. He's just going straight after Charlie. He misses the second stun. It won't matter. He got his POS 1 out of there safely. That's all he wanted.
Your tower is under attack.
Chicken Fighters, they may not actually mind that as much as you'd think, because Supreme is now having space to farm up. Not that much though, as Dendi has returned back into the mid lane, and I don't think Supreme wants anything to do with that man at the moment. But it's all just about buying time for chicken fighters. They can do that with this Deucer. The game should be
Your bottom tower
fairly
is
easy to
under
take.
attack.
Saberlight, I'm not really sure if he has a blink up yet on the Centaur. Might find he needs one to really be able to catch out this puck. Bait now, just setting up that top tier 1, and it's going to be a very, very easy tower to take. Nobody there to defend from the side of chicken fighters. They'll take it for free.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Milan's just been fighting couriers over and over again, and now we see a smoke bait. They want to try and find this Deucer again. Supreme going to be there with Milan. They do not have Song available at the moment. He does have Stone Gaze though, and they're going to actually run straight into it. Supreme, the smoke does break. You should have spotted that. Now, Ghostic, he is within range though. Goes for the swashbuckle. They miss everything. She pops Stone Gaze, and they just want to back now. Back? Maybe not. Charlie does get spotted. He goes for the static link onto Dendy with the Stampede now. Dreamcock going to be there, but static field, it's going to land with the kinetic field, that is. Ghostic with the Rolling Thunder going after Milan, and the rest now just wants to leave the building. Static Storm, kinetic field, holding Dendy in, securing that mid kill.
Fast as lightning.
Your top tower is under attack.
Ghostic. Neo does does try to get out before Charlie finds him. I don't think Charlie actually had a way to break the tree line anyway.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
So 5-7, about 15 minutes into this game 1. 1k net worth lead is being held right now by chicken fighters. That is pretty much all on the Medusa. You look at Dendy though, he's got the blink up now, he's feeling very, very confident.
Loaded to the gills.
Supreme does have the Archer up and is farming quite fast at this point. Really starting to escalate in that net worth.
Excellent.
Looks like PO is going for that Diffusal Blade though, so you're going to have a way of burning through all that mana from this Medusa. It's not so fast with the Monkey King, but it is still effective. And again, I do believe they'll go for a secondary one on the Pangolier.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's structures are fortified. Your middle tower is under attack.
Mid lane. Charlie already committed the plasma field there. Swashbuckling from Ghostic. Just warding shots between the two. Astral Spirit though and Stomp will connect onto Charlie. The smoke now, chicken fighters. Just Seneko and Charlie. They're going to go after Pio, who has already TP'd out in the trees.
Tower is under attack.
No real chance of finding that Monkey King. They still want that mid tower. Song's gonna be there. They do have Dendy, so they should have the Static Storm kinetic field, and they do catch him out with that. That should be a dead buck, but what a massive stomp coming out from the Titan. Now the Rolling Thunder just gonna roll through. Stone Gaze has been popped, but the Dream Core will hold them in place. The Naga almost dead, but not quite. Stampede gonna turn this around. Milan, he goes down, but Ghostic also loses his own life. Now the Wukong's command comes out. Charlie, he's a sitting duck right now. Static Link though does help him in surviving PO's damage, but another great stomp coming out from King R. Just holding everyone in, and Dendy, he jumps in and cleans up Charlie.
You died. Yet your failure.
King R.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
What a stomp coming out as the Static Storm is going on, just stopping any form of damage, and now they go in for more. Seneko getting caught out. He does get a glimpse off onto PO, but they should be able to have the follow-up, and they do. Dendy picks up another. They look to continue that aggression. They got the mid-tier one, which also opens up the map for them quite nicely. You will finally see that blink coming out on the Centaur now. But as well as you see that blink, PO, he's got the Diffusal Blade up. He'll be going straight into a BKB after that on the Monkey King. Meanwhile, Dendi looks to be going for a Maelstrom himself on the Puck. Generally speaking, you usually see the Desolator come out on Puck, but the Maelstrom, I guess it does allow you to get through those Naga illusions easier, even though it is a support. Still offers some decent farming for Dendi as well. Charlie, he's really struggled on this Razor. So low in net worth. He's just trying to rush a BKB, just so he could actually get involved in these team fights properly, without being locked down. But it's rough when you have to rush a BKB first. And oh, Static Storm, Kinetic Field. Dendi, he dodged another. Even committing the Stampede, they're just so desperate to find this Puck.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Still sitting at 8-8, but now another smoke. Bait feeling like they have a huge advantage. Want to continue this pressure. We'll see the Naga down bot. I believe Charlie is also there, and they do jump in straight after the Razor. Song gonna come out from Milan. It's not gonna stop Ghostic with the Rolling Thunder though, and it looks like Ghostic may have enough, and does with the Swashbuckle. Now they know the Naga Siren's in the tree line. They'll chase her down as well. Dreamcore comes out from Dendi, and she's a sitting duck. There's nowhere to go. It's gonna be the secondary kill for Bait. Another successful smoke gank. Straight on to the bot tier 1 tower. Chicken Fighters again, like they really just want to avoid any form of team fight until Supreme's ready. As far as item builds go for Supreme, he's not going for Divine as Seneko. Gonna get caught out. Does go down. Ghostic picks up another. And we can confirm Ghostic is also going to pick up a Diffusal, so we were correct about that. As Saberlight now going to get picked off. PO does route the Balance Strike. Where's the cameraman going? There we go. Hoof Stomp was there, but it may not save Saberlight. PO is still on the case, and does get the Primal Spring right on top of his head.
There's no room for...
Supreme? Inkswell? Just dancing circles around him. Nice Manta dodge though, but Dendi is there. Looking to have some follow-up. Amazing Manta dodge from Supreme. I'm not sure what the idea was from LeBron on the Grimstroke, but it seems as though he was just trying to set up a stun for Dendi to follow up on. As soon as he missed the stun, that gank was just left. And so Supreme on the Deucer is going for an Eye of Skadi build. Feels a little bit slow, but he also probably feels quite squishy on this Medusa, so probably just wants to tank up a little bit. Milan going to get chased down. Dream Call again. Dendi all over the map. Finds another. Onto the tier 2 top tower. You see Supreme desperately keeping that farm up, getting closer to that second ultimate orb.
Your middle tower is under attack.
How much time do you have though? All your towers are falling. They rotate back mid. Astral Stomp is there. Looks like they have found the Centaur. He tries to Stampede, but it'll be no good. King R finds the kill. Ghostic still chasing with the Rolling Thunder. They have barely hit the Disruptor. They will not continue to chase any longer. Supreme now is moving forward. Feeling confident. Wukong's command comes out from PO, but it's a bit off target. Stone Gaze has been forced out. King R still going to be able to run out though. No Glimpse is there. Charlie picks him up with the Plasma Field, and Supreme actually claims the kill on the Medusa. Chicken Fighters look to return the favor. In fact, they're kind of headed to the
Your
Roshan
tower
pit.
is under
No,
attack.
surely not. Okay, maybe they are. While the Auto Titan's down, they're not afraid of those stomps coming in. It's still a very slow Roshan though. I think he's going to respawn in time. Yeah, they're going to let it go. They don't quite have the DPS output. Dendi, they may go for a fight. They don't have Stone Gaze. There's the Soulbind coming in. Now a 3-man Dream Coil. Dendi has him in place. Where's the damage? PO doesn't have Wukong's command to throw out on LeBron. Gonna fall low. Ghost Stick comes in now. Inkswell on Ghost Stick. It's not gonna land on anything as Static Storm does get dropped by Seneko. PO gonna be the target of the Static Link of Charlie as he does have his BKB. He can run forward and he does find the kill on the Monkey King. Ghost Stick with the Rolling Thunder. Still gonna go down to the Razor. And now they can definitely go for the Roshan. Suddenly, Chicken Fighter's the one in the driver's seat.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Back to King R. He's been caught out by Saberlight. Glimpse back. There's no way out of this. Even LeBron just forced to cancel off his TP. And so this will be the first Roshan, which should be going to the way of Chicken Fighters, but Dendi is around the area. He does eventually go down bot. He won't try for the Aegis still. Or maybe he will. He's running back up towards the Roshan pit now. There's still time. Orb, gonna give vision, but the song is there, and there's no way to get through that. Where's Dendi though? He's chasing. He does find the Centaur. He's by himself. He needs help. Dream Core gonna come out, but how do you follow up on this? Hoof Stomp won't be there. Saberlight still so low, but he had no teammates around, so he couldn't really get the DPS out. As a Stomp, he's going to come out onto the Disruptor. And poor Seneko going to have to go down. King Ha actually gives him the tip, as I believe King Ha was getting glimpsed as he was channeling the Stomp, but he got it off just in the nick of time. Still, if you're Chicken Fighters, you're going to be feeling pretty happy right now. You've got an Aegis on this Medusa. She's going to be able to farm up safely for another 5-10 minutes. And Bait, looks like they're kind of set to slow down a little bit. Doesn't really suit the Bait draft, but there's not much you can do about it. Of all things as well, Supremes have that Pupil's Gift as a neutral drop. And for the Medusa, it's just such a good item because it gives you stats on the secondary stats. So his strength and intelligence, I believe, do go up. Both of which Medusa desperately needs.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
Stomp will not land on Charlie, but they are still chasing. Boundless Strike to start. The Diffusal up as well, but Charlie pops his BKB and starts rushing towards the Monkey King. Now Soulbind will be there. PO looks like he should survive this onslaught as the Soulbind does finally connect. They keep moving forward though. They found LeBron and they will claim the kill. In fact, who the hell is that? It's going to be the Pango Ghost Stick getting caught out. Do they have the damage? They definitely do. A 2-for-0 trade for Chicken Fighters. Dendi, you're around the Medusa. This isn't a great place to be. Supreme, not going to mind his presence.
Your bottom tower
He will orb away. And they could even try for high ground. Like, Ghost Stick's still down for another 20 seconds if they wanted to do a bit of chip damage on the tier 3. Dendi's already out, skipping the creep wave. But they do have 2 little melee creeps there and a range creep that will give them enough to go through any form of backdoor protection. Fortification, though, does come out. Stomp.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Doesn't really do too much. Supreme, he's just going to keep hitting up on this tier 3. He does get the disarm there from Ghost Stick, but he'll mantle it off. He'll just keep this up. Just a nice slow siege. He is out of mana, to be fair. But he does have an Aegis. And that'll be it. They won't waste it. Back off to safety. A lot of damage done to the tier 3. And the thing is, there's still 2 outer towers. Or bait anyway that you could go back to if you are chicken fighters. They'll probably go back to the mid lane eventually before that Aegis expires. Back to Song. Dendi doesn't get caught yet. He's just outrunning the Song pace and he does make it out. Nice little attempt there from Milan. Just doesn't work out in his favor. Mid lane, Dendi jumping in again. He's being chased down though. Saberlight couldn't quite find the stun. Supreme again, gonna go back down to the bot. So they're not gonna bother with those outer towers at the top of mid lane. Rather just go back into the tier 3. So I'm going to slow things down, but he'll be awake in a second, and he does claim the tower. Again though, he is completely out of mana. And it's mostly just Ghost Stick with that Diffusal Blade Swashbuckle. Just draining all the mana of the Deucer. Making it very, very difficult to feel comfortable on the high ground. That Aegis is going to expire. In fact, there it is, it's gone. Still feeling confident. Back to full mana for Supreme. Go after the range racks first. Dendi on the side looking for a nice dream call. He does get the courier. But Supreme already got his BKB before that courier died. LeBron now just going to end up going down on the Grimstroke. And he will buy back immediately. Supreme though, not backing off. Has the BKB and Stone Gaze. So he can definitely take a team fight. Ghost Stick, Rolling Thunder, not committing it all the way. Dendi commits a Dream Call on the Razor and Naga Siren. There will be no follow-up to that. As the Stomp comes in onto the Centaur, now the Soul Bind, but Stone Gaze was popped immediately. They've got the Static Storm on Ghost Stick and he does go down. Now Pio falling very, very low. He's been stoned up. He's down as well. And now a Song finding 2 more into the Hoof Stomp, surely. Saberlight will actually commit the Stampede. They want Dendi. Buybacks were there from the Radiant side as they are making the chase now. Saberlight, he does blink out. Supreme, completely out of mana. Gets diffused up. Do they have enough damage to take him out? They'll jump in. He's falling not really that low, but now he does with the Swashbuckle. King R is right next to him, trying to get a stomp off. Does find it with the Ink Swell, and it looks like they are going to find Saberlight, Supreme, and Milan. So they do eventually punish them for taking that bot Rax. But the thing is, they already got what they came for. Still a lot of gold going back to the way of bait. It does cost them quite a few buybacks. But it's probably the best they could have asked for considering the circumstances. In fact, they did end up protecting the melee barracks. It didn't actually go down all the way. But they only lost to range rats. Now they try to return the favor through the mid lane. Supreme, he did buy that BKB outright, so he doesn't have buyback gold. Bait won't be able to force it out anyway. They're just going to return back to farming the Dire jungle.
Precious bounty.
So 19 to 18, 3k net worth lead. Bait Still a very even game. Chicken Fighters definitely feel a lot stronger. As I say that, Pio forced to BKB TP away. A very close call. A Saberlight stampeding in with the blink. Supreme actually does have the Divine now queued up on the Medusa as well. You've got that to be worried about if you are bait.
Your top tower is under attack.
Dendi, Aghanim Scepter up on the puck. Even Charlie has an AC coming on the Razor.
Your top tower is under attack.
Looks like they'll take top tier 2 tower.
Is under attack.
Bait will not respond to this.
Under attack.
They will push out the bot tier 2. Still, Bait looking to go up.
Is under attack.
Try and defend this tier 3.
Your top tower is under attack.
They will smoke up. They're actually going to try and loop around from behind. Who do they go for first? Soulbind going to come out. Double silence as well. Dendi jumps in with the Dream Call. That was an Aghanim Scepter Dream Call to boot. With the Wukong's command, it's going to be a lot of damage on Milan, and he does go down. Now they also found Saberlight. The Centaur trying to desperately get away, but there's no chance. Ghostic, he's going to pick up a double. The glimpse back. Who was that even on? Won't matter as Dendi, he does get the Disruptor. Supreme now being slowed up. They really, really want this Medusa kill. Boundless Strike barely connecting, but he BKBs up, turns around. He's going to try and man fight with Charlie. Can they do it? Pio forced TP out of there as the Monkey King, but he does go down. And actually they lose. Oh, Saneko, he just died back. Just TP'd back immediately after he died, and unfortunately for him, Dendi was waiting. To bait another great team fight. Keeping this game in contention for themselves. And looks like Supreme, he may just settle for the Divine before he goes any further. Just feels like he is lacking a little bit of damage on this Medusa. Charlie, static link. Then he should just be able to orb out.
Precious bounty.
Chicken Fighter surprisingly continue to move forward. Milan, he's in the Radiant side jungle right now. They are going to actually start on the Roshan though. It will get scattered out. The Astral Spirit there with the Stomp. They'll put the Medusa to sleep. Charlie immediately onto that high ground looking for a target. Dendi, oh, he misses the Dream Coil. Trying to catch out Charlie by himself, he doesn't quite get it. Dream Coil is a relatively low cooldown, so they will have it up again in about a minute, but now the song comes out and they've just grouped them up. Dendi and King R. Static Storm Kinetic Field gonna come out now with the Plasma Field. Wukong's command. Pio, he got stoned in the trees! Oh no! He BKB's up now, but it's too late. Dendi, he's still alive somehow. He's going to try and get himself out, but he's been snared up. He does go down. But the Stone Gaze getting the Monkey King in the tree as he was trying to get the Wukong's command out. So Chicken Fighters walk away with a successful team fight, forcing out 2 buybacks.
Your top tower is under attack.
They'll leave the Roshan B for now. The Dream Call is now up and available again. They won't have a Wukong's command to fight with, but it's not too much of a big deal. Dream Call is certainly much more important. Bait, they smoke up. They want to try and take a team fight. This is very risky though. They won't have the buybacks on King R or Dendi. In fact, even more than that, LeBron still doesn't have his. Try to go back and sneak that Roshan. Chicken Fighters aren't actually in a position to contest this. This would be a really, really nice steal. And they can take it quite fast with that Desolator on Dendi. Charlie does get scouted out. The Roshan's already too low. Saberlight, he won't get there in time. And now the Soulbind. They got to take this team fight. Primal Spring in with the double Dream Coil. Supreme trying to fight, but he doesn't have Stone Gaze available. He does pop the BKB and now actually gets Stone Gaze off cooldown. King R goes down. Saberlight's life already being lost, but they'll find a 2-for-1. They'll chase for more. LeBron, Glimmer caped up, but they know he's there. They'll chase him down slowly but surely. Though Dendi gonna find a little easy kill on the Disruptor. In fact, Boundless Strike will finish that job off. It ends up being a 2-for-3 trade.
Your middle tower is under
But with that, Chicken Fighters gonna feel comfortable enough to go up the high ground. This will be a very, very hard defense as now the Divine Rapier comes out on Supreme. Tier 3 just melting, and that's without the Divine. Now the Divine's here. Dream Coil, Dendi. Just gonna try and delay things. Wukong's command in the back, straight onto Charlie. Charlie is completely out of mana, but he does walk out of the Wukong's ring. It's Pio now, what are you doing? He does get ensnared up, he'll BKB. They just want the racks. They will take it. In fact, Dendi, he ended up dying? But Dendi ended up dying to Supreme. We didn't see it on the camera. Pio, gonna lose his Aegis now as Rolling Thunder will go through. Ghost is gonna control up this Medusa who is completely out of mana. Supreme, BKB's up. Pio looks to die as well. No buyback on him. And Ghostic gonna try and run away. They are gonna lose a secondary Rax and probably a third. In fact, Supreme is gonna go straight to the mid tower. Let's go after the tier 4s. Earth Splitter, gonna connect. Soulbind as well. Doesn't really do enough. It's gonna be the first tier 4 and the second. Still trying to desperately defend this Ancient, but it looks to be all gone. The Saberlight jumps in with a double hoof stomp, and Supreme will not stop auto-attacking that Ancient. Song will be committed, and the GG call has been made. What a game! Number 1. Chicken Fighters, they looked like they were in trouble earlier on, but they do end up pulling off the victory. Bait, I mean, they were close, not quite close enough. This is a best of 3, however. There will be a second game coming up very, very shortly. It is MLP Dota. We'll see you all again very, very soon for that second game.